in this game. Here's Rubio. There's the screen. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. They get the rebound. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
All the assists they've racked up.
Gorky Daines checked in for Minnesota. The Raptors also with a sub. Powell, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Toronto leading by 5. It's tipped. Powell inside. Muhammad covering. Here's Powell. Lets it go from the wing. And good. He nails it.
Let's go.
23 points for Freak. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Muhammad has it in the corner. 16 feet away. And it's Wiggins missing. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And he gets it to go. And it's a 9-point Raptor lead.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Rubio outside. To the paint. Here's Gibson. And slammed in for 2.
Up high and down hard with the one hand.
Got a little extra force with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Freak. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Now, here's Rubio. Defense right on him. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Powell, that's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Freak kicks to Valanciunas.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points. They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Kicks it to Powell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Powell's got 4 points this quarter.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
All right, target center coming up. Dancers, come on, give it up.
Here's Muhammad. 1:49 left to play in the final quarter. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Freak kicks to Powell. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Passes it to Freak. 1:15 left in the fourth. Patterson, the screen. Clock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Shoots. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Toronto.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
In a one-sided season series, this has been. I mean, in the final game of the year between these two teams, they do everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Timberwolves.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open. And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shoots. Green for 2 points. And the Raptors lead by 11.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook. Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And he ends up making the second, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for all Timberwolves dancers.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jones, no luck. Now here's Freak. Misses. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a...
Kyle, how big of...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without further Freak.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Toronto Raptors. Taking a look at the Raptors, they've been playing at a high level. Nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way. I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean,
some call it the Mecca of basketball. New York City, the scene for tonight's game. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, it was the Toronto Raptors winning their last game against the Timberwolves.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Powell is out there with Freak, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Here's Freak after Jarrett Jackson scored. Powell kicks to Freak. Offline with his 3. Here's Kilpatrick. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. DeRozan passes to Freak. Patterson setting the pick for Freak. Takes a 3. They get it back. Tries to save it.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And so here's Toronto. After the basket by Brooklyn, Freak sets a screen for DeRozan. Soft touch off the glass.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Jack with it. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws. And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's Young. Rebounded by Valanciunas. For Toronto, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He knows they've struggled to get a win against this team, 0-2 so far this season. And he said, they're really a difficult team to defend. They have guys who can flat out score. So we've just got to individually and collectively embrace the challenge of forcing them into an off night. Kevin, let's see if they've got what it takes.
All right, Doris and guys, what's your take on Coach's strategy here?
I'll tell you what, he doesn't sugarcoat it at all. I mean, it's a challenge going up against a team that is just as potent offensively as this group is, and he wants his guys to be mentally prepared for it.
Exactly. I mean, it's going to take some major intensity at that end of the floor if they're going to be able to weather the storm.
Now Jack. Provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Kilpatrick passes to Hickson. Screen by Young. 5 to shoot. Good.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now here's Freak, defended by Jack. Screened by Valanciunas. Freak dishes to Valanciunas. And DeRozan kicks to Freak. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Jack with it. Out defended by Freak. Jack passes to Hickson. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Jack kicks to Young. It's deflected. Here's DeRozan. Finished off the break. DeRozan's got 6.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Patience. Patience. Taking
Morris Burke has some information for us,
long
Jeff.
rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move.
Nets leading by 3. Chalmers is out there with Reggie Bullock. And there's Hickson. Then it's Young. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. So that's the Nets 5. They grab their own miss. Here's Hickson. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Hickson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nets. Here's the screen. Lowry dishes to Freak. Tries a 3. Shot is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Young with no one around. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. 7 points here for Thaddeus Young. Lowry passes to DeRozan. Here's Freak. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Right wing. Four on the clock. Goes up to the stripe. Hits the front of the rim and out. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Young left side. Again, Young missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Patterson. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk. Angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Here's Kilpatrick. 7 points in the game. Pass to Hickson. Here's Young. Again, Young missing.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And a wide open look for Freak. And again, no good by Toronto. The Nets with the lead. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. To the wing right side. And the basket by Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick's got 10.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoke.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Young. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's averaging about 19 points per, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
And this is exactly what his coaches have been waiting for that light bulb to come on.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. McCullough's checked in for Young, and Jarrett Jack has subbed in for McCallum. Now, here's Hickson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And Jack, here we go. Some solid defense from Freak.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Galloway kicks to Freak. Shoots from the corner. That one off the back iron and out.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And the first half comes.
Kevin, thank you.
The start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Freak in at point guard. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. DeRozan out there with Powell. Here's Freak. Connects on the 17-footer. Freak's got the first points of the second half here for the Raptors. Nets trail by 3. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves just played phenomenal. He had 27 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
It's stolen by Jack. Here's Kilpatrick. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Kilpatrick's got 13.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. To the inside, 11 feet away. Brooklyn with the rebound. Kilpatrick's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Now the feed to Hickson. Jack against DeRozan. Jack's shot is good. Jack's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Freak kicks to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Hickson. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. And Jack, here we go. They now take the lead. Jack's got 4 points now in the quarter. Raptors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Now here's Freak, defended by Jack. Patterson, the screen. Here's Freak. Rebound, Brooklyn. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And boy, that was a tough one to lose, guys. But they played well throughout that game, just unable to convert down the stretch.
Yeah, I know we don't get into moral victories, but they can definitely take away some positives from it because even though they came up on the short end, there was some good stuff, too.
And he hits it and gets hacked down the play at 3-point line. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Bullock dishes to Chalmers. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Biyombo kicks to Freak. Kept alive. Valanciunas passes to Lowry. And here's Freak. 12 points for him. They set the pick. To tie. Got it off in time, but it's no.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome you back on.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Young is out there with Hickson. Then it's Jarrett Jack. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Freak. A 3-pointer is right on target. Freak's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Raptors. Now here is Jack. He's covered closely. Shoots from the elbow. Jack missing again.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Now here's Freak, defended by Jack. Here's Valanciunas. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Jack, here we go. And he gets the bucket.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here, Clark.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now here's Freak to the inside. Biyombo. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. So both teams making some changes here. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Powell kicks to Freak. They set the screen. The shot no good. Jack with the defensive effort. Nets trail by 4. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Young sets a screen for Jack from downtown. Here's Kilpatrick. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 5 assists in the game.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Patterson dishes to Biyombo, and that one's good. Biyombo's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And it's Kilpatrick missing. Raptors leading by 3. Freak passes to Powell. Freak with it. Now Jack defending. Here's Freak. Second shot opportunity, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He told his players, guys, we're letting opportunities slip away in transition. Let's push it up the floor, look to score some points in early offense. Kevin, can they pick up the tempo?
And thanks for that story, Doris. Kilpatrick passes to Jack. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Freak. It's blocked.
And that one bounced their way. But, guys, the rebounding disparity has been stark. They are minus 10 in that category.
Well, if you ask me, Greg, it's really been the story of the game. I mean, the coaching staff cannot be pleased with the effort on the glass.
Picks in a screen. 6 on the shot clock. To take the lead. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He kicks it to DeRozan. Pass to Freak. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
And Jack, here we go. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak. That free throw, no good. Mario Chalmers, who's checked in for Jarrett Jack. And Toronto also making a switch. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Freak. Sinks the three-pointer. Freak's got 20 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
The Nets working the ball around now. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Freak. Patterson, the screen. And DeRozan. Here we go. Rebounded by Chalmers.
And they get the rebound, but, guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Here's Bogdanovic, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 4 assists now tonight. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Picks in a screen. Young inside. Patterson defending. Young's shot is off.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Talk about a terrific game for Freak. He has 20 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
And with more to come, you know, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
A 2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
All right now, I want everyone here in the Barclays Center to welcome to the court. Go Nets, Gangsters!
And stolen by Freak. All alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
And DeRozan kicks to Freak. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The 3 from Chalmers. Toronto grabs the miss. Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. Freak with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now a 10-point Raptor lead.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And so Toronto takes this one.
Kyle can go.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of Freak. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin.